Your Excellency, I'm very sorry, but I can't let you in. For safety reasons, people from Thélème are not tolerated at the stand.
Yes, of course. I'm so dangerous that I could attack the palace all by myself.
Lord de Sade, I've been hoping you would come.
Your Excellency, I heard news of the attacks against Hikmet.
I am ashamed to once again rely upon your kindness, but our situation is quite desperate, and you have proven such a valuable aid to us in the past.
How might I be of service to you?
Animals, creatures have been attacking us relentlessly. They throw themselves upon our defenses day and night. They do not even try to avoid our weapons, rushing as if to swamp us in infinite numbers. Our best soldiers fall exhausted from fatigue, the others die shredded by their claws. Please find the origin of these attacks and make them stop. If we cannot hold out, the entire population of Hikmet will be devoured.
Shah Matthäus has fallen prey to the same tragic fate. The beasts were answering to a type of guardian we have never seen before. A guardian that has since died. Have the attacks subsided here at all? A guardian that has since died. Have the attacks subsided in Hikmet?
No, not at all. San Matthäus is... I sent a small group of trackers so that they might follow. Their last message came from a dangerous... The savages are certainly at the root of these evil attacks.
Could you indicate the zone in question?
Alas, no. I didn't get the information. You must meet... She's leading our troops in the outpost at the entrance to...
Very well.
Be so kind as to keep me informed.
I would like to broach a rather unpleasant subject. Your treachery.
I beg your pardon? I am at a loss for words.
Have you forgotten that after sending me to save your savants that you then again sought my assistance? According to you, I needed only to convince the Tierna Conductors to provide us with a remedy. But you used me like a pawn, seeking in truth to capture her.
I cannot understand why you are reacting in this way. I was certain that the witch doctor would refuse to help us. They have us marked down, and I had good reason to believe that you would not resort...
You are even ready to use brute force.
Whatever do you mean?
After wounding the Tierna, your spy and you dare to tell me that... Can I remind you that to assassinate a legate is to declare war against his sovereign?
I never... I promise you that I had no intention for any harm to befall you. That man went beyond his orders. I implore you, please accept my sincerest...
I can only give you the benefit of the doubt for now, Your Excellency. In the meantime, you need not keep a candle lit for the return of your spy. He paid for his audacity with his life.
He would have been made to answer for such infamy, I assure you. Once again, I apologize sincerely for this crime. It should never have happened. In any case, we need to get our hands on this woman. The remedy is perhaps...
There never was a remedy. It was a wild goose chase. Perhaps...
No. That is terrible. What a shame. I am truly... Would you like to speak with me about any other?
I've taken care of your problem with the caravans. The merchant should now be able to reach Hikmet.
Captain Rainhild has sent a message to that effect. She has told me that you have shown yourself particularly efficient dealing with these savages. You have my complete admiration and my gratitude.
My pleasure. I imagine the captain must have informed you of all that we learned.
Indeed, and I am extremely worried. An attack of any significant magnitude would be a catastrophe for our city. We have the means to repel these savages, but it will not be without great losses.
Perhaps there is another way. The natives have clearly expressed their wishes. The freedom of their brothers and sisters.
I see where this is headed, but I fear that they were not honest with you. A few natives are being held in the prison of the Coin Guard, but a handful of warriors does not seem to justify an assault of such commitment.
They were not speaking of just a few soldiers, but of kidnappings. The victims are only villagers.
This is inexplicable. We have taken no villagers. Of course, we answer their attacks in kind. And at times we have taken prisoners on the battlefield. But what use would we have for a few fishermen, hunters, and weavers?
Might it be possible that these kidnappings have taken place without your consent?
I doubt that. But of course, it is always possible that a few bandits might have stolen a shipment of arms. If that were the case, that would explain a great deal. Since you have been of such service to my people, and this grievous affair seems of... Would you be of a mind to capture a few of these savages? Make it your... We must understand what is going...
Very well. I shall get to the bottom of this affair.
Would you like to speak with me about it?
I have to go. Look forward to seeing you again.
Farewell, my lord.
Come closer. All my wares are... Your Excellency, it's all... Thanks for your visit.
On my blade. Then let's go!
Grenade!
Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
You managed to make it through. A group of these enraged beasts managed to get past our defenses.
Yes, we fought and defeated them. But how did they make it through?
My men are exhausted. We killed some of them, but we were overrun. Our situation is getting more and more desperate. I don't suppose I need to warn you about the dangers of this road.
Actually, that is why we're here. Governor Burren sent me. He wants us to find a group of trackers.
And I hope that he'd sent you as reinforcements. Silly me. It looks like all we're good for is dying to protect his bloody city. But you wanted to ask me something.
Like I said, Governor Byrne is hoping that I can find a group of trackers, with your help.
I'd like to see you try. Indeed, I was ordered to send out a party of scouts, which I did, despite our losses. They were supposed to find the bastard who's been sending us these critters. One of those savage sorcerers, no doubt.
Can you tell me which way they went?
Sorry, Your Excellency, I won't tell you anything until I receive some help. You have to understand, I hope that these men are alive. They are also under my command. But those who are here with me now are my main preoccupation. And as we speak, they're dropping like flies. Not to mention the fact that if this outpost falls, there won't be much left to protect the city. So you can go and tell the governor that if he wants me to help you, he will have to help us first.
I understand that your situation is desperate, that you want to take care of what appears most urgent. But it's not simply about me saving a few men. It's about stopping these attacks once and for all. By getting to their root cause, I intend to put an end to it. And then any help you hope to receive won't be needed any longer.
You're right. I'm sorry, these attacks have made me lose my nerve. I don't know what I'm saying. They went towards the west, where the rebels are most numerous.
Are you talking about the Dene?
If you like. The governor is certain that these... So I sent my men to find them. This isn't the first time that we've tried to find them. But now I survived.
I see. Well, thank you, Captain. I'll try to...
Good luck. And if my men...
You can count on me. Could you tell me again what it is that you expect from me?
We were supposed to receive a shipment of ammunition and medicines, but we're still waiting. If you can bring it to me, we would at least be able to heal ourselves.
Do you know where this material...
From your city, New Serene. The caravan transporting it must have been attacked. But with a little bit of...
Very well. I will retrace the path.
The three of you won't be able to bring the crates back by yourselves. Please, hurry. Without them...
We're departing right away. I must go.
Goodbye, Your Excellency.
Soldiers, are you the ones who are supposed to help me search?
Yes, Your Excellency.
We're ready to leave as soon as you...
I'm ready.
We'll follow you.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
Here! There are tracks of a heavy carriage. They must belong to our caravan.
Let's take a closer look. This looks like the place the carriage left the road. There are also some animal prints. They were being chased.
They must have tried to escape them by taking this small path.
Let's follow them.
I hope that those who are accompanying the caravan are still alive.
You have witnessed the violence of the attacks we are sustaining. They must all be dead. I'm more worried about the soldiers. If they're not... Poison on the blade. Watch out! Grenade!
Let's see if you can ward off this fight!
They're all dead.
But the cargo is still here.
As for the carriage, it's damaged. And without it, do any of you know how to...
There's a lot of work, but I shall be...
The beasts may come back at any...
I'm starting right away.
And don't worry.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
Let's see if you can ward off this fate! Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
I did what?
And now we'll have to drag it all the way.
Let's depart before more
Here you are. I don't know how to thank you. I can't... With this ammunition, we'll be able to hold back the assaults, and the medicines have already...
It wasn't an easy task, so I'm pleased that all this is...
Here, take this. This is all I can offer to thank...
Thank you, Captain. I must go.
Goodbye, Your Excellency.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Are you the scout sent by the governor of Hikmet?
Can't you tell?
He was worried that he wasn't getting any news from you and asked me to find you. He wants me to help him put an end to the attacks. Have you discovered anything?
Yes. A camp of rebel savages. We suspected there was one around here, and we finally found it. They must be the ones sending us the beasts. They all come from this region, and these barbarians have sworn to eliminate us. So we...
You may be right, but I'd rather be certain. I know the leader of this camp. I'll go...
You knew of this camp? Why didn't you inform the governor?
Because I'm a diplomat. You should go back to the outpost now. I wanted to speak to you about the assaults that Hikmet and its outposts have been sustaining.
Assaults? We have nothing to do with it this time. My men are not ready to attack the big city.
They're not being attacked by men, but by beasts. Dozens of them.
So, they are also attacking the Renaigse. That's a relief.
What do you mean?
The animals are attacking us as well. They throw themselves at any man crossing their path, as if they were enraged. They even throw themselves at the camp's defenses. I had never seen anything like it before.
A similar thing was happening west of the island. The animals were being led by some sort of guardian. It resembled a Nardaig Meneman, but its skin was black and covered in ulcers.
I have never seen a guardian that fits the description you've given. I don't think they exist.
Could a Denegad have done this?
You're a typical Renaigse. You don't understand anything. The Nardaig are our ancestors. None of our people would make a Nardaig suffer, even if their heart was black and full of resentment.
And yet someone or something is making the beasts aggressive here as well. And we must find it.
We? Do you want us to work together?
Why shouldn't we? Don't you want this to stop?
That's true.
Mal! Our guardian! He had changed!
What?
Bit of poison on my blade. Then...
idea. I'm sorry. It left me no choice.
You fought bravely, and you did what you had to do. Our Guardian had changed. It no longer recognized its children, and it was the one leading these beasts against us. Something really bad must have happened to it.
It resembled the other Guardian I told you about. As if they had the same disease.
Guardians don't get sick. They are far more than beasts.
And yet you and I saw the same thing. At last. The attack should stop now. What are you doing here?
Who are these Renaitse? Spies?
They only came here to discover the source of the attacks.
And they thought we were responsible.
Why are you still here? You should have gone back to the outpost.
I'm sorry. We were uncertain that we could trust you. You said you knew these people, and then we heard cries. And saw the giant creature attacking their camp. And we realized that it was this creature who was leading the beasts.
And you discovered that we weren't to blame.
Yes. I'm really sorry. We should go back to the outpost now.
Darren, if we let them go, they'll tell their leader the location of our camp.
You. Are you prepared to swear that you will never speak of this place?
You saved our comrades and maybe our city by killing this beast, so... Yes. We swear.
I hope that they will be true to their word. Fine. They can go.
We are extremely grateful.
Thank you, Darren. Now, let's go tell the governor of Hikmet about this Guardian.
Qua awalem segrenaigse. And if you...
Your Excellency, Have you been informed?
I've been told, yes, that the attacks have ceased. Hikmet has been saved, thanks to you. Was it the natives, as I suspected?
No. They were not the cause, and were also victims of the attacks, and their losses were great. The animals answered to the call of a guardian, whose behavior was totally unlike the others. Exactly like the one who led the attacks against San Mateus.
These creatures normally protect the natives, answering their call. Why did this one attack them? Are you certain one tribe is not attempting to dominate the...
I don't think so. The Guardian looks sick. There is no doubt someone is behind these attacks.
I suspect you will lead the investigation. And while waiting, take this to thank you for your help. Without you, the population of...
Thank you. I'm happy to have helped you.
Would you like to speak with me about any other subject?
I have to go. Look forward...
Farewell, my lord.
Come closer. All my wares are in the vanguard.
Respectfully, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
Governor Burren asked me to investigate the abductions the rebels told us about. If we could find the origin and free their comrades, I'm sure they would stop their attack. I need to locate and speak with the other rebels. Do you know where they could be?
No. They don't attack often. I fear they're gathering their forces.
Captain, the patrol we sent to the west...
I may have spoken too quickly, although it might still be possible that our men...
Perhaps you would allow me to search for them. Maybe.
Corporal, do you know which way the...
Of course, Captain.
You will lead, His Excellency.
At your command, Your Excellency. Find me at the entrance of the camp when you're ready. Are you ready to go, Your Excellency?
Yes, let's go.
Let's not waste any time.
Is that the patrol we're looking for?
Yes. That's them. Maybe they managed to escape. We should look for them.
You! Help! I'm in trouble!
This man needs to be cared for. But...
Allow me. There. That should be better.
Thank you, sir. Without your help, I would probably have died here.
Tell us what happened.
We came across a group of rebel savages. It was a massacre. A few seconds later, only Franz and I were left. We fled. I managed to drag myself here, but he was not so lucky. The savages caught up with him.
Was he captured? Did you see where they took him?
They headed north to Frazonegan, but in the state I was in, I didn't see much else.
Your Excellency, please. We should get him out of there. They're bound to torture and kill him.
We'll take care of it, Corporal. The rebels must have left traces when dragging the prisoner. But not you. You must help your wounded man to reach the out...
Glad to see you, my friend. Lady Morange had a very close call, and she paid for it. I imagine that not everyone back on the continent will be happy to hear this news, but I think she got it.
Do you wish you were never given to the Nords?
How could I not be regretful? I never got to experience a mother's love or a lavish youth.
Don't you have any happy memories?
I do. Of course I do. For example, the incredible view, the dizziness, the sensation of...
I can only imagine how you felt.
It was. I wouldn't thank you, Desarde. Did you want anything else?
I must leave you.
Desarde, at last. I hope there aren't too... It would be painful to have to deal with such devious... However, I'm sorry we had to kill her. She will no longer harm us. Anything else?
I must leave you. There's our group of rebels. The soldier they captured looks dead.
Quaes.
My name is Desardet. I'm the legate of the congregation. I'm here because I want to talk to your chief.
What do you want from Armal?
I want to talk to him about the abductions and to understand what's going on.
You would be the first Renaigze to care. How do we know you're not just saying that to find out where our camp is?
I am not part of the Alliance. My only goal is to avoid deaths on both sides. Help me. I am your only chance to free your prisoners without bloodshed.
You seem to really believe what you say. Very well. Tell me when you... Are you ready to follow me?
Let's go.
It's this way.
Let's stay on guard.
The rebels are not after us. I doubt they'll have set a trap.
It's this way. I'm letting my comrades know we're here, so that they let us pass. Follow me. We are almost there. It's this way. This way. This is our main camp. I hope I am not wrong to lead you here.
So, here's the famous rebel camp. I hope their leader can tell us more about these abductions.
Who are you and what are you doing?
My name is Desardet. I came to talk to you about the abductions and your...
And how did you...
I convinced one of your men...
Well, I'll tell you what we know, then you'll understand why we have to fight lions. Many seasons ago, Sinolmanawi started to disappear. Lions attacked the villages and took them with them. We never saw them again. They were either crazy or so injured that even our best Doneigad couldn't do anything. So we counterattacked and captured some of their soldiers. and we learned that they were taking our people to a place they call a laboratory. It is there that they torture and kill them. They talked about experiments.
Experiments? So that was the reason for all these abductions. But what do they hope to discover?
They hope to find a cure for the Malachor. And I'm afraid they're willing to carry out any atrocity to find one.
We found the laboratory, but it is heavily guarded. So we are preparing for war. Do you understand now?
Yes. And if what you tell me is true, we must put an end to it.
Alert! The lions are attacking!
Traitor! It was you who led them to us!
No, I swear. They asked me to investigate. It was never a question of attacking you.
Then prove it! Fight with us!
Your men have killed too many settlers.
You are like all the otheren.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Come on! Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! is to locate the camp and get rid of the rebels. And this is not the first time we've been victims of this double dealing. Let's go and find Buran. It's time he learned that we're not his pawns. As for this laboratory, I intend to discover what it contains.
Karans, I'm glad we managed to save Lady Morange. Consider. And also it is good that the Monocynaig is dead. She got what she did. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Lord de Sade, what...
Enough with the formalities, Excellency. You owe me an explanation. Did you order your troops to attack while I was negotiating under a white flag?
I assure you that I have no idea what you are talking about. I would never have placed your life in harm's way. The alliance with the congregation is crucial, and you know it. Your suspicions are unfounded. I'm sorry. It is now clear that decisions are being made without my consent. I'm going.
You mock me, Excellency. I can't believe this matter slipped your vigilance. Everything the Danea Exregao have told me has proven true. Your men attacked and carried off natives. I witnessed it. According to what I've been told, they are taken to a place where experiments are carried out, where they are tortured.
It is true that I knew of the existence of this laboratory. The place is dedicated to research on the Malachor. If a remedy is ever to be discovered, it will happen there. But I assure you that I was not aware that natives were being taken there.
Allow me to doubt your sincerity, Excellency. I intend to pay the place a visit and see for myself what happens there. Who directs the research?
Our most brilliant savant, the Dr. Asili. Certainly his legend precedes him. He is the master of your friend, the Professor.
Dr. Asili is no longer my master. We should be off to Sade. If this laboratory were what I think it is, the best course of action would be to burn it to...
Would you like to speak with me about any other sub?
I have to go.
Farewell, my lord.
Expect to find a place like this hidden here.
There must be other guards. Be careful. How awful. They've been reduced to burning the bodies.
How many have they killed? Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Watch out! Grenade!
poison on my blade.
Then let's go!
Watch out! Grenade!
Let's see if you can ward off this fate! I don't have the key. Locked.
Bit of poison on my blade.
Then let's go!
Come on, if you dare!
Let's see if you can ward off this fate! I don't have the key. It's blocked. Locked. I don't have the key.
You are on...
Yes, that's why I'm here.
What's going on? We are locked. They hit us. They tell us we will die to save the Renaixefra, but I pray that the wicked bird please get us out.
I will do my best.
I can't believe that a silly could have fallen so low. I'm so ashamed. I feel nauseous.
Let's hold this good doctor to account.
Bit of poison on my blade.
Let's go!
bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
These poor people lost their lives only a few hours ago. They could not survive this mutilation.
If only we'd known sooner.
I don't have the key. Asili has locked himself in his office.
If he thinks he can escape us like that, let's find the key.
Locked. I don't have the key.
Afra? What a surprise to see you here. You finally came to your senses.
Master, it's not...
Who is this person?
I'm the legate of the merchant congregation, and I'm here to put an end to your crimes.
My crimes? What are you talking about? My work was for the good of humanity. Don't tell me you're crying over some savages. The survival of our species...
What did you hope to find from all these...
Since the Malachor never reached this island, I wanted to check, and I discovered that they were naturally resistant. So I tried to isolate this resistance to develop a cure, in order... But I doubt that you will be able to understand the...
Why do you bother with the Norse?
You are known to be immunized, too. I wanted to check the reality of such a statement. To be precise, this is not the case. You are actually more resistant.
How many of my people did you have to slaughter to...
Come on, Afra, my dear student. Are you not also devoted to...
Science and truth. Do not... I'm ashamed of having been taught by you. And that I didn't warn Burren that you'd got... If I had, we could have prevented...
You disappoint me so... When I think what I wasted
We learned everything we wanted to know. This lab will close and you will answer...
You think so?
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this...
Stop! Think of my knowledge. All that I have accomplished. That can never disappear.
You will answer for your crimes in court.
But I'll be out soon. My colleagues will understand the importance of...
We shall see about that.
Thank you.
Just a little more patience.
Let's go now.
Just one moment. Now that they are free, we must help the prisoners escape this place.
If they leave through the city, Hikmet guards will arrest them.
So we have to find another way to get them out.
Bit of poison on my blade.
It's perfect. We just have to clear the way. The mechanism doesn't work. I need to take a closer look. Let's go. I found a way out of this. But be careful. You are weakened, and creatures...
Bit of poison on my blade.
You have saved our lives. How can we thank you?
We will never forget what you have done for us on Al-Manawi.
Yes, we will always be grateful.
We're not very far from the Hikmet outpost. You will have to be careful.
I know how to reach the port without being seen.
Perfect. As for you, you should avoid the Alliance patrol.
We'll get there. Oh, Desade, Your Excellency. I wanted to apologize. That schemer who claimed to have proof against you, at any rate I have no doubt she weaved a web of lies.
I've been to Asili's laboratory, and what I discovered was abominable. Hundreds of poor souls tortured. There were so many dead that a pit had been dug to burn the bodies.
How horrifying. I cannot believe it.
The natives were not the only victims of these crimes. There are also a number of Nauts.
Nauts? Pardon me for doubting you, but do you have proof of what you say? And have you brought Dr. Asili to me so he may answer these accusations?
Yes, we captured him.
Really? Very well. I will ensure that he is judged as quickly as possible. What was done with the prisoners that were being held in the...
They were freed. The Danae Exregau are satisfied and should call off their...
What a relief. Finally, some good news.
By allowing me to take part in the trial proceedings. What I saw merits justice, and I fear that the accused will find a great many defenders of...
It is a rather novel request, but let us remember that the madness of a man should not cast a shadow upon the... His research is perhaps our only chance of Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
I have to go.
Look, farewell, my lord.
Hello. To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
Desade. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation. Governor Buran told me to pay you a visit.
Oh. It is you who arrested Dr...
Exactly.
Excellent. We will have lots to do if we want... The accused has a lot of support.
We'll have no problem gathering witnesses. His laboratory cells...
We will call them to the witness box, but be aware that if the victims are natives, there were
also some Nauts. Perhaps
Their testimony will be crucial. The word of other scholars is like that, plus any material evidence.
These documents describe Dr. Asili's work.
Perfect. I will read them in detail. We will know...
Do we have any chance of...
What you have brought me is a good start, Your Excellency, but it would be better to
I will return to you soon. The Nauts should be at the port, and the islanders had to take refuge in Vikshat. As for the scientists, they said they would go back to the governor's laboratory. And I should also go back to Asili's laboratory. There may be more evidence there.
Hey! You are the Onol Menawi who freed us. We managed to reach Vikshadir.
They told me what you did for them, Renaigse. Well done. I was able to give them the care they needed. Some wounds will take time to heal.
I'm happy to see that they're better.
But you didn't come here for...
No. I came to ask for your help. The doctor who captured and he has a lot of support among his people. If we don't have testimony from some of his victims...
I want him to die, but I'm afraid to go to the Lion City. We know what you did to the...
Going to the Lion City will surely be risky.
There is a solution. Will you swear on the spirits of your ancestors that they will not be hurt?
Yes. We only want to hear the story of what happened to them, and what they saw there.
Remember your promise. And remember that your ancestors will chase you in anger if you do not keep it.
I will not forget it.
Fine. If you seek revenge on the man, you have heard his oath.
You'll have our words.
And the Mad Lion will die for...
May the earth engulf him. You can return to...
Thank you, Tiana. I blame myself for forcing these poor people back to the city where they have suffered so much.
Desade, I'm happy to... Can I do anything?
I would like you to tell me about...
I was expecting you to come and see me about this. What would you like to know?
Were you aware of Dr. Asili's experiments?
In part, yes. That's why I chose not to be his student any longer.
Why not say anything?
Because I never thought he would go so far. Over time, he became more and more cruel. I found his approach brutal. As if by meeting the natives it deprived him of all humanity. He spoke of them as test subjects, never as people. But there was a time when he was the greatest doctor and scientist in...
You do know that you were captured thanks to him?
Yes, but I thought the natives wanted to trade us merely as prisoners of war. I was blind.
Were you aware of Dr.
In part, yes, because I found he spoke of them, but there was...
You do know that...
Yes, I was blind.
Do you think, as your master does, that some...
No. I may have believed without, of course, ever imagining that we'd resort to such cruel treatment. But Dunkus, you and Siora have opened my eyes to the limits of science. To worship it as we do in the Alliance does not make us better than to...
In your opinion, were the horrors practiced in this laboratory necessary for his research?
No, even if he was convinced of it. General interest outweighs the suffering of a few individuals. He wanted results quickly, to the point of neglecting slower, more humane methods. I hope we'll succeed in ensuring these experiments never happen again.
Would you be willing to testify against Dr. Asili during his trial?
Of course. I was going to talk to you about that. I want to convince my colleagues that we must give up these kind of methods. And even if it costs me dearly, I want my master to pay for what he did. Anything else?
I must leave you.
dare!
Bit of poison on my blade.
Then let's go! Is everything all right?
Once again, thanks to you.
They certainly wanted to prevent you from testing.
The doctor will be judged. I suppose...
Indeed. If you do not
Don't worry. From now on, my people will watch, and I intend to witness the execution of our torturer.
Thank you. Your word will...